A vivid reenactment of the Battle of Chuncheon, one of the first of the Korean War. The fighting would continue for 3 bloody years, drawing in soldiers from around the world. This occasion, a chance for South Korea to demonstrate its present-day military might, and for old soldiers to remember the cost of war.
When I was fighting at the front line, my colleague died right in front of me. As he was dying, he told me that he made a promise to his family that he'd come back home alive, but he said he could not make it. We had no choice but abandon his body. I still regret it and feel infuriated by it.
That death was one among hundreds of thousands of soldiers and civilians on both sides. Negotiations on a ceasefire would take most of the war, 2 long years, before an agreement was reached on July the 27th, 1953. Just a kilometre away from the current truce village of Panmunjom, right on the border between North and South. The document signed 60 years ago was a military armistice, not a political peace treaty. The war itself never officially ended, and the truce has been broken several times in the decades since. One recent conflict, a 2002 naval skirmish off the west coast that cost 13 North Korean and 4 South Korean lives, among them Kim Jong-suk's son, So-won.
My heart is trembling. I want to see my son, but I can't. I want to call my son's name. I call his name only in my heart many times.
This was also an occasion to show off the Navy's newest coastal patrol vessel. An officer who lost a leg in that 2002 battle says such weaponry is vital.
There are some South Koreans who say the Korean War is over. They need to come to their senses. The war is not over yet.
The spring of 2013 saw the worst crisis in inter-Korean relations for years, though for all the threats, a reignition of a dormant war remained a distant prospect. Nonetheless, this 60th anniversary of the end of a war that hasn't really ended is testament to its continuing impact on the present and the future of this divided peninsula, as well as its past. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Seoul.